Hello, my darlings, and welcome back. This is part 2 of chatting to Ida, the doula, and she's explaining a little bit about the beginning of how this relationship works between the mother-to-be and the doula. But before that, she tells us how she herself came to fall in love with this.
But when we decided it was the right time for our family to expand, um, I experienced biological motherhood for the first time, a pregnancy. And although I've had a loss, many have had a loss, and that feeds into sometimes where we have complicated feelings when we do bring life into this world. Sometimes it's because it's life after a loss. And
Mm.
so my 10-year-old now is a rainbow baby, a child born after a loss, an infancy, pregnancy loss. And it wasn't what I expected. Being someone who's a high performer, who's able to do and coordinate a lot, I had a role in corporate America at the time. I was not prepared for how a tiny little human came into my life, how vulnerable it made me feel. And I didn't like that vulnerability. It was hard, and I didn't have the support. So I felt the guilt of not being enough, of being able to do all these things out in my career, but then yet this tiny little human comes and like a little love grenade blows everything up, right?
Such a great
And you find yourself
description.
in an identity crisis like I can't I can't perform here. I just have to be, and I have to figure out who the new me is
Mm.
and get the help I need to really find the confidence in this parenting. I eventually found it, but that experience led me to understand what the role of a doula could be that can help someone going
Wow.
through such a vulnerable moment in their life.
Because you didn't have one.
No, I didn't even really know what they were 10 years ago.
So
I heard about it, the
how did you
concept.
hear about it? Ida's help actually came from a problem she was having with her little baby, newborn baby, not being able to latch on.
The lactation world and the support that you can get, and in the birth world, the support that you can get. Um, and that's where someone said, you know what, Ida, have you ever considered training as a doula? Because at that point, I was staying at home as a mom and I was trying to figure out my next career move. And I didn't want to go back to the grind of corporate work. And I found my new calling. So I attended my first training in 2018, and it's been history since.
And I can tell you are so passionate about it.
Yeah, I
It's a
am.
life-changing event I see for you as well as all these mummies who you help.
Yeah, yeah. Town, we already don't have family near us, right?
Mm.
So those of us who live in areas where we just don't have that community, here, my family wasn't here. And who do we normally want when we're going through motherhood? Who is that in
Mhm.
our life that we normally crave to be near us? Our mothers.
Our mothers.
Sometimes we have complicated relationships with our mothers. Sometimes
Mm.
our mothers aren't there.
Mhm.
But mothering the mother is a deep need. And that's a big lack right now. And a lot of the clients that we support, either mom is no longer with them or there's toxic relationships in a
Mhm.
family. Um,
Exactly. Yes.
so although we don't come in and mother them, we love them, we care for them, and we can do it unbiased. We're not telling them what to do and what they should do and what we did. So sometimes it's filling that gap that relationally and family today, we see a lot of holes in families. We don't see the unit as sacred as it once was, where the multi-generational influence is there.
So think of it, how many of us could have used a friend like that before, during, and after having our baby, first, second, whatever baby. Every pregnancy is different. And we're going to hear more from Ida about that next time. All right, my darlings, I love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.